governor of Rivers State goes somewhere, maybe he goes to church on Sunday and they're giving the microphone, Your Excellency, and he says something. Whatever he says would make headlines the next day. And then lots of the analysis will be around Fubara said. He also said. And the Wike in Abuja will call all the media houses and sit down with them and engage with them for 1 hour, 45 minutes, as usually is the time frame, or maybe even longer. And within that time frame, of course, you would hear about the FCT and ground rent. You will hear about PDP headquarters, this one secretariat. And one of the journalists, as is the case, will ask about River State, and he would, enter there and say, Oh, that's my state. You don't even know what's happening with the PDP. And Wike, in regular Wike fashion, will say something. And they will cut sound bites and put it in the news and we'll start analyzing. No, the FCT minister, why will he do that? Why can't he? Why shouldn't he? Who is he? Where was he? Where is he going to? So I'm saying all of this to say that that's what we're about to do. That's exactly what is about to happen. Are you ready? Let's enter it. The former Rivers State Governor, Nyesom Wike, says there has been no other meeting with suspended Governor Siminalayi Fubara after he met with him last month with 2 other governors. Wike said this today in a media chat with journalists. The now FCT minister questioned if the suspended governor is remorseful and if he has met with stakeholders involved in the political crisis in Rivers State. Are you ready? Let's do it.
Governor Dapo Governor Feboy, and one of the leaders from the Southwest, he came to my house. Okay, brought him. I said, listen, he's ready to make peace. This and that. I said, no, I don't have a problem. If you want to make peace, he has the yam. He has the nice. He said he was traveling. He traveled. I've not seen that day. So when people talk about it, I don't laugh. I think it is not to go on television to say peace. I don't know. Okay, will he make peace without the assembly members? Will he make peace without the leaders of the party? Will he make peace? You see, I try.
Okay. So what have we learned? Children, we've learned that the minister says besides that meeting over a month ago, there has been no other meeting. 2 governors helped to facilitate that meeting. Assembly members were absent. And I don't know, does that mean there's peace or there's no peace? I think I'm lost there. Someone might have to help me with that. Well, the FCT minister also said Governor Fubara made himself a tool for his enemies to fight him. He said he plays the former speeches of the suspended governor and weeps. My goodness. Do you know what it means for Wike to weep? Just imagine that we're able to capture that picture. Weeping Wike. Whatever that thing is, it must be heavy. But let's find out together.
When people talk about resolution, sometimes when I go back, in my quiet moment, I play the video of the speeches of the governor. What he said, what he did to me. I weep. Was it necessary? This was somebody who brought you, gave you food, gave you everything, did this for you, then you became a tool for his enemies to fight him. We are all human. When people say, there should be peace, nobody said there should be no peace.
All right. Well, the former governor said if the president had consulted him, he would not have agreed to a state of emergency. In other words, he's saying that he is not in support of what's going on in the state right now. So what have we gotten from what we've heard so far? Only one meeting has happened. That was a month ago, where 2 governors approached him stating that Fubara is interested in peace. After that, there has been no other meeting, no engagement, and the assembly members are not a part of whatever the mix is. Secondly, the governor allowed himself to be used as a tool for his enemies to fight him. And on a bright and sunny day, if the FCT minister wants to weep, he goes and plays old videos and says, what did I do to this man? And it brings tears to his eyes. That is what we've gotten so far. Well, he also responded, and this is a bit away from the Rivers issue. If you remember, Bode George had a few statements directed at the FCT minister that he should have paid for the PDP, their ground rent. The party made him and all of that. And so this behavior is, well, it's not civil. Wike had this to say to Bode George.
So, Bode George said
how can he say so? I read what he said. If an old man has no job, sit down in your house and read their newspapers. But just said, PDP made me. PDP gave me national name. PDP, I agree. Party cannot make you. You are the one that will make the party popular to win election. Party. Your Excellency. Now I'm coming, sir. Party cannot say we are popular. It is you, individuals, that made the party to be popular. Look at it this way. I agree that PDP made me. Ask Bode George. Who did PDP make in Lagos?
Okay, there's a whole lot more, but we need to take calls. I can take one call before the break, so let's get on with it. Your thoughts on the position of the FCT minister? There's a lot to unpack. Remember, he said only one meeting has happened. It was facilitated by governors. The governor allowed himself to be used as a tool, and he watches old speeches and weeps. He is not in support of the emergency rule. If the president had consulted him, he would have not agreed to it. And finally, of course, his response to Bode George. 08179230002. Let's have that lucky call. Hello, good evening. Good evening.
Don't make gift to be part of the people that will weep, because let me tell you what he's saying, gifts from Yenegoa.
All right.
What is the so we can my own political leader? He's saying is the gospel truth. Now, PDP made him, that is what you are claiming. He has now put the question back to the doorstep of Elder Bode George. How come since 1999, this same PDP that is making orders has not made you an order of the Lagos followers of PDP? Up to this moment, you don't have National Assembly. You don't have any position. You've been only crying and making noise. I watched that interview. These are the things we are talking about. The same thing with the suspended governor. Why won't my leader weep in his own closet? How can somebody from nowhere, you made everything possible? We are not talking about being a pope or a bishop. We are talking about real politics. I'm a realist. I don't pretend like others. If you don't want to be part of the politics and you think the kitchen is too hot, then you get out from the kitchen. How can you betray the system that got you on board? And this system was talking about the next 10 years, a decade. After that one will continue that way. Political party is all about winning. Unlike the one Amechi and his people who are doing, birthday parties. You are not ready to even take up any position, ordinary councillorship. These are the people that he brought on board. And these people started questioning people like us, who stood under rain, under sun, burning our airtime, shouting on top of our voices.
Okay.
Then you are telling me this person will not cry?
Thank you, Gift.
To your closet to ask those questions.
I have to move on now. A break is upon us. After that, we talk.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back. This
still is Hard Facts 92.3 Nigeria Info. I'm Sam Oracle Chinedu. That was the voice and the words of the former River State Governor, the current FCT Minister, Nyesom Wike, speaking about the only meeting that ever happened, thanks to a couple of governors helping to facilitate a peace process. Nothing has happened since then. And the suspended governor has knife and yam. And if peace is what he wants, then Nyesom Wike, is not against it. He also said Governor Fubara made himself a tool for his enemies to fight him. He said he plays the former speeches of the suspended governor and he weeps.
When people talk about resolution, sometimes when I go back, in my quiet moment, I play the video of the speeches of the governor. What he said, what he did to me, I weep. Was it necessary? This was somebody who brought you, gave you food, gave you everything, did this for you, then you became a tool for his enemies to fight him. We're all human. When people say there should be peace, nobody said there should be no peace.
All right. He also responded to Body George, agreeing that the PDP made him, even though he first said that the party doesn't make people, people make the party. And if that's the case, who has the PDP made from Lagos State? 08179230002. We're analyzing, breaking down, reacting to the perspective of the FCT minister, and I'm asking what your thoughts are. Let's see, we have a few messages here. Good afternoon, Sam Oracle. Afternoon to you. Why is Wike feeling like weeping? The food he cooked and asked Governor Sim to come and eat was not made with his money, after all. We have selfish and wicked politicians who do not want to leave public funds alone. If not, what is Wike weeping about after serving his 8-year term? I wish our electoral system can be made to work. All these selfish politicians will quietly go. And Kelvin Frank says, when I hear Wike speak of the suspended governor delaying the peace process while he himself never wanted peace with Austin Omara, Peter Odili, Abiy Sekebo, Celestin Omehia, Lee Meba, and others that nurtured him to the present position, then what peace is Wike talking about? Kelvin Iyobu Frank is asking. Good afternoon to you, Sam. Afternoon. Where I stand, I am a neutral person in this, their quagmire. I want to beg Fubara to play mature and consolidate what they have agreed to materialize for that desired tranquility to prevail so that governance can thrive in our dear state. I beg all parties, and that is from Ipalibo Taylor Harry. I've lost that call. Call back if you can. Hello. Good evening.
Yes, Sam.
Good evening. What's your name?
My name is J.A.J. and I'm calling you from Port Harcourt right now.
All right. Go ahead.
Sam, when the crisis in River State started, my governor, the governor of River State, Fubara, he said it's a problem between father and son. You remember?
Yes, indeed.
And the last interview granted by the FCT minister, he also affirmed or confirmed that it's a fight between father and son. You remember, right?
Yeah, I said the governor
is
his boy.
He also said that, like he mentioned, that his political enemies are the one that took advantage, which he also mentioned here, that he doesn't have any problem with the governor, Simnalaye Fubara, that the people he has problem with, he even mentioned names like Austin Okpara, Celestin Omea, and a whole lot of them, right? So if you don't have a problem with your political son, I thought that at least that would have been a way. Moreover, the people who you said have taken advantage of the misunderstanding, you said that they are on exile right now. Sam, my father died in 2006, right? I don't know if your own is still alive. Once in a while, don't your father call you to know how you're feeling? Because you said your son came to your house with some people and they want peace, and you said there's no problem. And at the time again, in your last conversation, you said he called you, and you said, how are you doing? How is your family? And you said, fine. And you said everything is okay. And all those checking, once in a while, do you check on your son to say, son, what's happening, and all those put together? All this crying, watching video, and all those, I don't understand it at all. So for me, I think all efforts should be made to make about peace and bring peace, because without peace, there cannot be development in River State. That's my stand here. For all those cry, no cry doesn't make any development or any good deed for River State.
All right.
Any question, please?
No, I have no questions. Thank you very much. JJ. Ida from Nkoro. Hello, Ida.
My greetings, sir.
Let's go ahead.
I'm pleading with the former governor of River State to please stop this media this thing. This media speeches every day. There will not be peace. He told us Governor Fubara came with 2 APC governors and former governors to come and beg you. But Almighty God, who created heaven and earth, will come down to come and meet you. The question is no. He has offended people. And I have never seen anything go to the people's house and beg them for forgiveness. But this man keep himself low, go to his house, call him. He mentioned it by himself now. Former governor, please. We need development for River State. We need peace for River State. Governor Sim is a peace-lovely man. Sam, you remember when former local government chairman, first this man, foolish governor, stupid governor, governor didn't make one statement. Please, Wike, I'm begging you, on behalf of River State and corrupt people, forgive your son and forget. Leave this media chat. Leave this, come to me, come to this. Let's settle peace once and for all. So River State will go to the promised land. Please, we are losing investors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ida. I don't think the media chats will be left. There might be another one next week. Obed from Port Harcourt. Hello, Obed.
Yeah, Mr. Sam. Good afternoon once again.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Sam, when governor came on board, all the commissioners, special advisors, it's only Joe Johnson that came through the governor. All the commissioners came from the former governor of River State. You understand? Even local government chairman then, everything came from him. So the fact remains, what led to issuing of impeachment notice to the governor on that last year, October 30th? Till today, we don't know the cause. Nobody has told us the offense of the governor. You understand? Because we are asking, because we are eager to know. Because the River people are most affected people here on what is happening. So what was the offense that led to issuing of impeachment notice to the governor? Nobody has told us. So each time they come out on here, the governor betray this, do that, this one betray person. I don't see any politician who have never betrayed anybody in this state. We know everything here. We are in tune with the realities on what happens here each political year. You understand? We are aware. Somebody brought this very man that is talking today. Somebody brought him. You understand? In fact, he was imposed in 2015. We know what happened here. So let nobody tell us that somebody betrayed him on as if River State is your company or whatever. I do not believe that, and I cannot be able to comprehend. I tell you. Then secondly, when he talks about Ode George, Mr. Sam, this very man has benefited from PDP than every other person in Nigeria. Tell him for free. I challenge anybody to tell me who has benefited more from PDP than the former governor of River State. He was a local government chairman under PDP.
Yeah, but
he became chief of staff under PDP.
Obed.
He became minister.
Hello, Obed.
PDP.
Hello.
Obed,
bring your voice
PDP.
down. Hello.
I'm hearing you.
Let's have a conversation. First of all, you need to bring down your voice. Secondly, the FCC minister is not arguing this. He agreed that the PDP made him. And that's why he asked, who has a PDP made in Lagos? So this is not, there's no controversy around this. He admitted.
Yes, that would have been more reason why he also have paid that rent. How much is the rent? It's just 7 million according to what I heard. You can't pay 7 million?
Obed, do you have 7 million?
Your father who trained you for investing.
Obed, do you have 7 million that you're not using? Just free 7 million.
Mr. Sam, it's not a joke.
No. I know it's not a joke, but you said just 7 million. That's why I'm asking. It's when you said that
yes,
just.
He has the money to pay.
Okay, he has it.
Just that he doesn't to be that high-handed against his own party.
Okay.
It's
okay, Obed. It's okay.
You understand?
It's
Somebody
okay.
trained you for school as a father.
It is okay. Hell, what is the problem? Can't we converse? I'm glad that this is radio, because if this were a physical conversation, bottle, if you don't hear that, bottle for don't land for my head. Logoman from HA. Hello, Logoman. Good evening.
Yeah, Sam Oracle Kennedy.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead.
Logoman from HA.
All right.
Yes, Oracle, I carefully listened to former Governor Wike, FCT Minister now.
Okay.
Sam Oracle, it's very unfortunate that FCT Minister will be making such a comment. The governor, even though is two governors came to meet you, soliciting for peace to reign in your state, and you are aware that Governor Rivers too came with them, and it's your boy, as you said. You made him what he is today. I bet you forgot that some persons made what you are. A member of the government.
Wow. Look, man.
From side, somebody made what you are. Then why? Okay, you said you sat down in your quiet place. Have you sat down in your quiet place?
All right, the network has other plans. I'm not quite sure what you wanted to ask. Tochugu from Port Harcourt. Oh my, we've lost that call. Okay. Well, live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, at Nigeria Info PH. I'm asking your thoughts on the position of the FCT minister. Amechi Ezekiel says, what exactly does Wike want? Using Aso Rock's oppressive forces to suffocate a sitting governor just to allow you uncontrolled access to the state treasury? He is insatiable in his desire. His insatiable desire, I think, will kiss the dust someday. And I had to rephrase that. Okay, Emmanuel Silvanus says, it feels satisfying to see Wike lamenting about betrayal from a beneficiary of his. He should take a sober reflection to reflect on all the people who helped him one way or the other to reach where he is today. But we know how he and his fans make us believe that nobody made him. He fell straight from heaven above. Okay. Amechi says, okay, Amechi is responding. Apparently there is a back and forth going on here. Thank God that Weibo says all this media chat is not helping matters. There's nothing new on what FCT Minister said today. If he wants to make peace with his political son, he should do it and leave all these media chats. Now, you have to speak about the body language, right? Just like a caller pointed out, I think JJ, if I'm not mistaken, the last time the FCT Minister commented on this subject, he called the governor his boy, his son. He sounded like, peace had already been made. Now he's coming out to say, you know what, we've not had any other meeting besides the one that happened a month ago. And the governor has been used as a tool. And it's this, what you might call a shift in perspective, right? That suggests that this crisis might not end anytime soon. I'm looking for that particular sound. Yes, here it is, where he said that the governor is his boy.
No, that's not be bad. I need to fight back to that. That boy is my boy now. I'm my son. I will go fight back to that. The people why they fight, I do one thief when they don't walk.
Who be those people?
You don't know them. All these Ostapa, them, all these Adie, them, all of them. The one go high tide, do all the way. We say, when the fellow may have them. So when you don't defeat them, they might be said. So defeat them to the final one. After they defeat them now, shave them, they catch them. People don't get shit for life. They say this boy is a small boy. So they don't go say Papa, can't start picking. Now they never even would make the boy call them. Now then they go rush. Boy, I would they want to serve you. Now then they push up now. And man, I say, you good like that. Now then they see say people are able to. The thing when they push up, where did they? They tell a lie, they collect money. So I don't they fight the young man. Who mean we're from?
Okay, so this, if you're wondering why that was in Pidgin, it's because the interview was with BBC News Pidgin. So yeah, they had to use that. This interview was around 18, 17, 16th of May. Sometime around the midpoint in May. And here we are at the beginning of June. 2 weeks later, He's granted another media chat, and it seems like there's been a shift. So these concerns constantly arise. Besides the fact that he's always saying something, what exactly does Wike feel, and how does that affect, Yes, he's one man with a lot of influence politically, but back home, how do these engagements affect the stability of River State? Muriel calls from Akrika. Hello, Muriel.
Hello, Sam. Good evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Go ahead.
Well, I listened to the FCC minister. The statement keeps getting so contradictory. It keeps contradicting himself. He said the PDP made me, yes, they agree. No, the PDP cannot make any more. Yes, the PDP made me, yes, I agree. No, the PDP cannot make. What are you saying? I can't really get it. I can't really get a hold of anything. Well, the FCC minister keeps boasting that he survived. He's the one that kept the party alive. The party would have died, crashed. And yet you did not pay the rent. The same question everybody is asking. You did not pay the rent, which is one of the most important things. You did everything for the party and you forgot to pay the rent.
No, but hold on, Miriam. Hold on, Miriam. Let's be objective. Is it I don't think there's anything wrong if he does not pay the rent. It's not up to him. Right? If Wike pays, wait.
And apply all the things he did for the party. Let us know.
Muriel.
I'm not saying it's his place to pay rent.
If he does it, it is goodwill.
All the statements, boasting that he did this, he did that, and he didn't do this most important thing. Then what did he do for the party? Can you highlight it for us? Let us see. Yeah, the party made you. No, the party cannot make anybody. Yeah, the party made you. What are you saying? And now you are the one that came to quit the party from the you said you were the one and all of the party after that time. If the rent has expired, you left it. I just wonder what the minister did for the party. I wish you can highlight it. Let everybody know, okay, this is what I did. This is what I did. This is what I did. Let's see that it is things that are unthinkable, unbelievable things you did for the party.
Okay.
That
Muriel.
no other person can do, or you don't what Napoleon cannot do.
Muriel.
I wish those things will be highlighted.
Muriel.
Let's see if the party can pay back. I keep saying,
hello, Muriel.
The party can pay back.
Muriel.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Now, as far as we know, at least this one is in the public domain and it can be verified. When everybody left the PDP, when the PDP was at the brink of a collapse, Nyesom Wike stuck by the party, and I don't know how this will be interpreted, but he helped to rebuild the party. This one is verifiable. Now, will that not count as doing something for the party? Don't you think that is something to be said?
Is it, have you done what the founding fathers have not done?
No, wait now, Miriam, wait now.
Yeah, you did something. I understand you, Sam. No one is saying did not, and I'm to really correct you. Everybody did not leave the party. Yeah, in Rivers State, people were still here. Even in other states, there were still people in the party. You will tell me that the major person, one of people left, he left to some major person, but everybody did not abandon the party. And those that were there did not just fold their hands and did nothing. They were still PDP states when he was a governor. And those governors held on to the party too, and they held on to it. They did not just quit. So you cannot say everybody abandoned the party. And people left and one or two left. Does not mean that everybody abandoned the party. Okay. And then it is PDP that brought the former governor to limelight. Everything he is the PDP that made him who he is. So coming out to say he did this is just like a child. Your parents finish training you. Tomorrow you give your parents one or two. You provide shelter for not even shelter. Maybe your parents feeding them. Then you go about complaining that I am the one. So if not for me, my parents would have died. But they trained you. They were the one that gave birth to you and trained you to what you are now. Whatever you are, you want the credit to them.
Okay, Muriel.
Every time you say you did this for your parents, you
Thank
did it
you very much. I understand.
Let's hear it.
We have to move on now.
No one has ever done.
Okay. Thank you, Muriel. Chima calls from Rumokuta. Hello, Chima. Sorry for keeping you for long.
Yeah, I know with 92.8, talk is not cheap. My brother, what I am understanding here is that the suspended governor is taking a ride on the coherent nature of the FCT minister. Look at what he said. He went to his house, and since then he hasn't seen him again. That is all the things they said, which the FCC minister has refused to divulge. He hasn't done any of them. Rather, he just came last week and began to say they should thank the president, even though he would have been a former governor. By so doing, he's trying to see how he's going to join the head of the president and the FCC minister.
Come on, Chima. Come on. Where are you getting these theories from? Come on. Does it have to play out that way?
No, let me tell you why. You went to see the man you called your father, and he told you things to do. You haven't done any one. Even that led to Honorable Chief Deloitte coming out on air. Come and do one of the droplets of your conversation with our boss. He hasn't. The next thing, he came and started thanking somebody. Then they should thank him. What do you think he's doing? Now, do you know what the FCC minister said? That for him alone, he wanted an outright mover. And do you know, Mr. Oracle, that me, Chimadige, I am a predisposed of what is happening in River State. I also cry. Because when I hear the things that the former governor did or what he said, I cry. In my closet, it's not a joking issue.
Sorry.
But what are we going to do about it? He has forgiven him. Just do what he ought to do and come back to your stool. I will watch at you. Therefore, one of the Bode judge, Mr. Oracle, if it were a party, how many parties have now won election in the country or in the state? The FCC that says something. If actually it were a party, why has he not made anybody in Lagos? Is it that PDP is partial? A candidate makes a party. That is one of the reasons why you saw when P2B came, the Labour was shaking.
Hold on, Chima.
For those that there was a higher preferred candidate in the APC.
Chima.
Yes?
You have heard the expression, and I'm sure you've agreed with it, that the party is supreme.
Who is the party? I've asked this question before now. We are the party now. Now we were the individuals. We are the party.
If the party is supreme, the individuals cannot be bigger than the party.
We are not bigger than the party. We are the people that speak for the party. We are inside the party. We are the party.
Okay, thank you, Chima. Let me try to talk to Clinton. Clinton, I know you've been on for a while. I apologize. Please go ahead.
Samarako, thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah, let me start by saying this. The ex-minister is ready to forgive his son. His son, the current governor of River State, is ready to seek forgiveness from his father. But the media rhetoric remains the major challenge you're having. Just like the ex-minister stated in his press briefing, as he was not asked, he would have said anything. They asked him, what about the crisis, ongoing crisis in River State? And they decided to speak on it. That ever since they met in Abuja, that other meetings have taken place. Yes, that is how it's supposed to be. There are talks that they had that you have to meet with the leaders of the party. They have assemblies which are primary participants in the crisis. And if the governor really wants genuine peace, I think he should do this to make this move. It's an advice. We want peace to return to River State. This process is stalling everything development in River State. They should try and reconcile.
Okay.
Then, on the statement of Bode George, the party does not make anybody. A political party is a vehicle. It takes you to where you want to get to. And if you don't have the capacity, the political party will just crash on the road. People like Yeson Wike have the capacity, and that is why PDP today is stronger. If Wike decides to leave PDP today, I tell you, PDP will die a national death. So Bode George, a stakeholder of the party and elder state by the party, if from Lagos State have not been able to produce even one House rep member from PDP in Lagos State, that is what Wike is talking about. Where is the capacity? So it can be in the party, yet you have no capacity in the party.
Okay, Clinton, thank you very much. I'm literally down to seconds. The BC says, what is Fubara making peace for? As we get that question. And what step has Wike taken to call his boys to make peace? Or could you see Wike as a person, he politicizes everything? Okay. Thank you very much. This is where we wrap up. The news comes up at the top of the hour.
For more talk, news and sports,